The Bills remained in the locker room during the national anthem. All season long. We'll have the AFC title game.
He's yours now.
We got your car, sweetie.
The dealership? I thought this was an online thing.
I look like you done picked the wrong website, Chief.
It's time to sign, baby.
So you didn't go to a dealership?
No, with Vroom you don't have to.
Never go to a dealership again. Go to Vroom.com, buy a car, and we'll deliver it straight to you.
This is the way chicken was meant to be right here. Fried and crispy.
Y'all never cooked us good chicken.
And, I didn't know what real chicken was. I probably got 30 years old. Sonic Chicken Slinker.
Some good chicken.
The National Championship games are sponsored by Ultimate TurboTax Live. File with the help of an expert. Or let an expert file for you. CBS Sports Walking Studio. The following presentation of the National Football League.
Under the lights at Arrowhead, Tracy Wilson, Evan Washburn, and Jay Feely, all reporting from the sidelines during this game. And again, this matchup will be played under cloudy skies and hot weather for this time of year. We're at 40 and just fine. Not factor. Two quarterbacks, well, just posting with one for the person. It's just the second time that a championship game. Both quarterbacks aged 25 or younger. Only Vince Ferragamo, Doug Williams had that occasion back in 1979. Let's get to the sidelines. Tracy's up first.
Now, Jen, we spent all week wondering if Patrick Mahomes would be able to play, but he was able to get through the concussion protocol and clear it on Friday. The bigger concern now is that toe injury on that left foot. We watched him in warm-ups. He looked okay, but he told us he was very sore after the game. He also told us he went through treatment throughout the week. Again this morning at the hotel, he's wearing a cleat a half size bigger than normal to fit this carbon plate just for protection for that toe. How much it all affects his mobility needs to be seen. Now let's send it over to Evan.
A week 6 result between these two teams at this point in the season means very little. But who the Bills have become since that game, it does. The numbers tell the story. One Hail Murray away from 12 straight wins, the most productive offense in the league over that course of time, and a defense that's rounded into form. But most importantly, this team now has a belief that they're capable of anything. Captain and safety Jordan Poyer telling us we've seen and been in every situation. We were built for this moment, Chip. Now they're on this field. Keep moving. Let's get it started. Kansas City has elected to defer and will send it down to Andre Roberts, the Pro Bowl return, as that Bills offense will come out and try to do what they couldn't do in that matchup. I know what you said. It's a long time ago, week 6. Statistically, it was Josh Allen's worst game of the season. It was. I'll tell you, Jim, this is a different offense. He's working a lot. He's doing all the scrimmage, and he's just seeing a different Josh Allen than the Bills offense today. Butker sends it 5 yards beyond back to the end zone. And here is Josh. 4 touchdowns. How about that? 12 for 40 and scoring 10. The first player in NFL history to do that. Throw 40 touchdown passes and score 10. So that's 3 road games. How do you set the numbers there? 351 on the road. Steve Spagnuolo, defense coordinator of the Chiefs. He delivered up. They blitzed everybody. They set the corner. They sent the safety. They came after. I'm not to the zone here. The Spagnuolo underneath. Back in the pocket. Hands are and that kick off. There it goes. He's able to pick up with Cole Beasley. First down. Gain of 17. And you'll see he has the ability to hand that ball off or throw it. He decides as the linebackers knew what to throw to Beasley. Huge to get first championship game, right? You're nervous. He's got to be like, oh, Jared's like, get the completion. I can see that every play. This Bills offense certainly has solidified since early in the season. And with this 8-game win streak, 7 of them by double digits. And the offensive line, it's like something Kansas City that first time. Guard positions have been traded out, and of course, takes a phenomenal record. Over 100 yards in each of their 2 playoff games against the Colts and the Ravens. With all the pressure within the first time, it's hard to do that again. Big performance in the win last week against Cleveland.
Don't make faces.
He was making.
That's not acceptable.
You started it. What? Oh, hey, Loops. Are you gonna come up? Hey. Come up. Yep. Look, there's Rockstar. Hi, Rockstar. Hi, Rockstar. We're facing off. Good boy. I hear you, Lilith. Well, Lilith is hosting the pre-game show, apparently. Good evening, good evening. Some Cleveland awesome trivia happening live from the living room of Das Gomenschloss. Kiki in the hostess seat this evening. Some general trivia coming your way in about 10 minutes or so. It's free to play. It's fun to play. You can go to clevelandawesometrivia.com for all the details of how the game works. You can download sample team sheets there. If you want to keep track of your score, you're more than welcome to. How we all doing this weekend? Enjoying playoff Sunday? I've been subjected to all the sports ball. What are you going to do? Oh, welcome, Jennifer's parents. Good to have you. We came here to drink. I made myself a coffee to try to up the energy level. Been quiet here today. Again, ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com is where you can find all the information about how the game works. We're hosting a little general trivia game starting about 7 o'clock. Free to play, fun to play. Feel free to use the chat option there to check in so we can say hello to the teams that are playing. Also at ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com, you can find out the whens and wheres, when you can find us, where you can find us. Goman will be out tomorrow night at the Parma Tavern, hosting his entertainment-based game, TV and movie trivia, and he'll also be broadcasting that live from Parma Tavern here on the YouTube, so you can join in. And I'll be back on the YouTubes on Wednesday. You can find me out and about on Thursday nights at Saucy Brewworks in Pinecrest. If you're going out, but chances are, if you're watching us on the YouTube feeds, you're not doing so much of that. Maybe a good thing. Well, we got the vaccines starting to roll out. Woo. Well, Rocky's got something to say. You live in Parma, so it's like house, driveway, house, driveway. I mean, no more space between the houses than the width of a driveway. And so a lot of times, even if the neighbors have company, we get our warning because they're right there. What are you doing, Rockstar? What's going on? Do you want to tell us about it? Come on. Come on. No, you already made your one appearance for the evening. Yeah, you should find somewhere to do sleepy circles. Welcome, welcome. Cleveland Awesome Trivia, general trivia game coming your way. We're down to about 4 minutes until the start of the game. ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com for all the deets, the DL, if you will, how the game works. Sample team sheets. Okay, Sajane, take it easy. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Good evening, We Are family. Glad to see you back. Just a couple minutes away from the start of a general trivia game. ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com for all the details. Score sheets there available for download. You can print that out if you want, or just to get an idea of how the scoring works. You will be keeping score for yourselves. Makes my job a little bit easier. There'll be 20 general trivia questions, 6 rounds of 3 questions each, plus a halftime and a final. That final question works like Jeopardy, where you can wager any, all, or none of the points that you gather throughout the game. All right, it's just about that time. Just once more, ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com for all the rules and regulations of the game. It's free to play. It's fun to play. 20 general trivia questions. I will gift each team with a free pass one time during the game on any of the questions 1 through 18. It doesn't work for the halftime or the final, but if there's another question you don't know the answer to, you can just use free pass or freebie as your answer and go ahead and give yourself some points. It's just once during the game. We do have a chat section available there on the YouTubes. Please, no answers in the chat. That's no fun. And I know we're all using our devices and such, but Googling answers is no fun either. I mean, we just want to see what kind of random stuff is stuck in your head. So it's just for fun. I think that's the most of it. Why don't we do this thing? Round 1 of the game, where your categories will be fun facts, fun with flags, and geography. Again, your categories for round 1 are fun facts, fun with flags, and geography. Question number 1. True or false? Bald eagles usually only lay 1 to 3 eggs at a time. Question number 1, the category fun facts. True or false? Bald eagles usually only lay 1 to 3 eggs at a time. And I will post the questions there in the chat area. That way you can see the question if you miss hearing it for some reason, or if you have spelling questions or my pronunciation could be off. It happens sometimes. But I will, as you see, post the questions there in the chat, but please, again, no answers in the chat. We do invite you to check in, let us know you're playing, and a couple times during the game, we'll ask you if you would like to share your scores. You can do that in the chat area. And then, of course, question number 10 is usually your opinion counts, and we'll want you to share your opinion then. But otherwise, just keep the chat area there for maybe a little friendly fraternization between teams, or whatnot, but no answers in the chat. All right. This one's supposed to be pretty easy. We're just warming up, and the category is fun fact. So, true or false, bald eagles usually only lay 1 to 3 eggs at a time. As a fun fact, that is indeed true. True, the answer we were looking for. Question number 2, category fun with flags. The first flag for the United States of America had how many stars on it? Question number 2, category fun with flags. The first flag for the United States of America had how many stars on it? All right, question number 2 is supposed to be a warm-up, another softball, if you will. I'll give you more time on future questions. And of course, if you ever need more time, you can also use the chat feature there to let me know that. And I can hold off on the answer if you need me to. But here we go with the answer for question number 2, the category fun with flags. The first flag for the good old US of A had how many stars on it? The answer we were looking for was lucky number 13. 13 stars on the first US flag. All right, hopefully everybody's warmed up and got some points now. That's how we like it. See how we do with this one. Question number 3 could be a little bit tougher. The category is geography. What is the smallest country in land area on the South American continent? Question number 3, the category geography. What is the smallest country in land area on the South American continent? This one might be a little bit tougher. I'll give you a little time to try to think of some South American countries and try to decide which one might be smallest. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and post this here. That is the link for our GoFundMe page. And some of you have been super fantastic. Well, all of you are super fantastic, but the generous donations we've been getting, so grateful, really appreciate it. And even if you can't personally help us out with the moolah, maybe spread that link around in your social circles. Facebook makes it so hard, difficult to get it out there. So, even if you could just go to our Facebook page and find one of the posts where it's there, maybe give us a comment or a like, tag a friend, let them know how great Cleveland Awesome Trivia is. Maybe they can join us here. Or I was chatting with one of our teams today that said that they don't necessarily get to play live with me very often, but they'll usually go back and do like trivia on demand. And because most of the games YouTube, even though we're broadcasting live, YouTube saves them so you can go back and watch them later if you happen to miss a night. All right, how are we doing with that one? Question number 3. Do y'all need more time? The category was geography. What is the smallest country in land area on the South American continent? The answer we were looking for is French Guiana. French Guiana, the smallest South American country. All right, that was the end of that round. Don't forget, if you manage to get all 3 questions in a round correct, that's called a sweep. You can earn yourself bonus points. If you manage to sweep round 1, you earn yourself 1 bonus point. And we're heading into round 2 of the game. In round 2, your categories will be baseball, board games, and signs, like zodiac signs. Again, categories for round 2 are baseball, board games, and signs. Question number 4. Within 20 either way, what is the record for the most hits in a Major League Baseball season? That record set by Ichiro Suzuki. Question number 4, category baseball. Within 20 either way, what is the record for the most hits in an MLB season? That record set by Ichiro Suzuki. Might be another tough question there. You have a decent range to work with, but don't forget, gifted each team with that free pass. It's not too early in the game to use it. I mean, if you don't know, you don't know. I'd probably have to use it here. I know nothing about sports ball stats. All right, I'll give you a few more seconds on this one. Work that range. Come up with a number. I did hear an interesting stat during the last football game. We were watching the Bucks and the Packers, and now that the Bucks are going to the Super Bowl, this will actually be the first time ever that a Super Bowl team will be playing at home, because the big game is in Tampa this year. So that's exciting for Mr. Brady. All right, how are we doing with this one? Question number 4, sorry. Am I ready? Categories baseball. Within 20 either way, what is the record for the most hits in an MLB season set by Ichiro Suzuki? In the year of 2004, he was playing in Seattle, and he finished out with 262 hits. 262, the answer we were looking for. So fans between 242 and 282. Or if you used your free pass, you can give yourself credit for that answer. Question number 5, category of board games. Which board game, the objective of which is world domination, was invented by Albert Le Maurice in 1957? Shh, you're being too loud. Mommy is working here, mister. Rocky didn't like that question, apparently. Come here. Do you want to say hi? Again, question number 5, category board games. The objective, excuse me, which board game, the objective of which is world domination, was invented by Albert Lamouris in 1957? And welcome to Wolf. Rocky's causing problems today. He did not eat his dinner, and he was being loud while mommy's working. Those last 2 questions were a little on the tougher side. Hopefully this one's a little bit easier for you. Do you want to come up? Stop me now if you need some more time to work on your board games. Question number 5. Which board game, the objective of which is world domination, was invented by Albert Lamouris in 1957? That was some game called Risk. Risk, the game we were looking for. Sorry, Rocky's distracting me. All right, question number 6, category signs. What sign of the zodiac is represented by a centaur? Question number 6, category signs. What sign of the zodiac is represented by a centaur? It's like the weekend of birthdays. My grandpa turned 86 yesterday. We have twin nephews that turned 4. We have a dear friend that was celebrating a birthday today, and also one of my uncles celebrating a birthday. Unfortunately, his team, Go Pack Go, did not win for his birthday, but he was in Green Bay, so it's one of his favorite places to be. All right, how are we doing with this one? At least you can take a little bit of a shot at it. List off a few of the signs. There's a few that you should know are not represented by a centaur. Narrow it down. Question number 6, category signs. What sign of the zodiac is represented by a centaur? That's a half man, half horse, in case you needed the reminder. The answer we were looking for, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, also an archer, that centaur. All right. Where are we at here? That was the end of the round. So we are heading into round 3, where I try to help you out a little bit. We'll have 2 50-50 questions and a range question under the categories of medicine, colors, and colleges. Again, categories for round 3. I'm going to ask you a question about medicine. I'll give you a 50-50 shot at that. You'll have a 50-50 shot at the colors category and a range within to answer the colleges question. Number 7. Epistaxis is the technical medical term for what condition? A nosebleed or your foot falling asleep? Question number 7, category medicine. Epistaxis is the technical medical term for what condition? A nosebleed or your foot falling asleep? All right, you got a 50-50 shot at that one. And it's there in the chat if you needed to see the spelling, if that somehow helps you. Question. Question number 7, category medicine. Epistaxis is the technical medical term for what condition? A nosebleed or your foot falling asleep? And I kind of feel like the spelling would have hurt me because when I see epa, for some reason, I think like epidermis, which makes me think of like you get the tingly, prickly feeling in your foot, right? Nosebleed, the medical condition we were looking for. Nosebleed, aka epistaxis. All right. Question number 8, category colors. Which of these is a shade of the color blue? Azure or sepia? Question number 8, category colors. Which of these is a shade of the color blue? Azure or sepia? Is that college class a requirement to be on Jeopardy? It sounds like it should be. Greek and Latin words into English. All right. Again, you got a 50-50 shot at that one. Flip a coin or pick one and make a wager with your teammate. Whoever picks the wrong answer has to do the dishes later. Question number 8, category colors. Which of these is a shade of the color blue, azure, or sepia? Azure, the answer we were looking for. Azure, it's like the color of the Caribbean Sea, right? Azure is a color blue. All right, question number 9, the category colleges. Within 3 years either way, in what year did the U.S. Naval Academy welcome its first freshman class that included women? Question number 9, category colleges. Within 3 years, either way. In what year did the U.S. Naval Academy welcome its first freshman class that included women? What, Rocky? What's your kitty friend talking about? What are you talking about? Huh? All right, work that range. Or maybe you want to use your free pass if you haven't used it yet. Question number 9. Category colleges. Within 3 years, either way, in what year did the U.S. Naval Academy welcome its first freshman class that included women? The year we were looking for was the year of 1976. 76, the answer we were looking for. So if you answer between 73 and 79, or if you used your free pass, you can give yourself credit for that answer. We are now heading into our halftime question. This works a little bit differently. There is no wagering involved. It's a single question with a single answer worth 10 points if you happen to know the answer. However, oftentimes the halftime question is on the difficult side. So if you're not so sure, feel free to wait a moment or so, and I'll be sharing a 50-50 hint, a very generous 50-50 hint that pretty much guarantees you 5 points. It would somehow be 0 points if you got it wrong, but it's kind of unlikely in this scenario. So again, 10 points if you happen to know it, but 5 points once you see or hear the 50-50 hint I have available. All right, are you ready? Here we go with our halftime question. Maqam is a spiritual stage on the long path of a soul's search for God in what religion? Maqam, and it's there in the chat if you need the spelling, M-A-Q-A-A-M. Maqam is a spiritual stage on the long path of a soul's search for God in what religion? Again, I'll give you a minute or so. See if you can pull that answer out of thin air, but if not, I will shortly be providing you with a 50-50 hint, which will guarantee you 5 points instead of 10. Come here. Yep, there he is. There's my rock star. He's coming all the way up, huh? This is my lap puppy. Are you a lap puppy? Huh? No, they can't see me. What? All right, give you just a couple more seconds here in case you think you might know it. That halftime question. Maqam is a spiritual stage on the long path of a soul's search for God in what religion? That 50-50, is it either Sufism or bubblegum worship? Pretty sure most of you have not heard of bubblegum worship, which, by the way, would probably be illegal in Singapore, but something Goman just made up. So Sufism, may not have heard of that necessarily either, but, well, you probably have. You just didn't know it. The whirling dervishes are Sufis. All right, we'll take a quick break here, our halftime break. Feel free to share your scores, the points you've gathered thus far. They're in the chat. Otherwise, we'll give you a minute or so in case you need to go powder your nose or refresh your beverage or pet your puppy. Now's a good time to do those sorts of things. We'll come back in a minute or so at the second half of Cleveland Awesome Trivia. Competition is steep this evening. Looking good, guys. Again, we'll take a quick break. And then we'll be back with the second half of Cleveland Awesome Trivia. Me and Rocky, here in the living room of Das Gomenschloss. Just neck rolls. Squish them. Squish them neck rolls. Alrighty, a few more seconds on that halftime break. Don't forget ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com for all the details about when and where you can find us. Goman will be out tomorrow night live at Parma Tavern with a entertainment-based game. You can also find him here on the YouTubes with that. We'll be broadcasting live from BT. And I'll be back on Wednesday with another general trivia game right here from the living room of Das Gomenschloss. Frank is still hanging out with us back there. All right. Please keep in mind, no answers in the chat area. I gifted each team with a free pass. If you have not used it yet, please use it by question 18 because it is no good on the final. And we're heading into round 4 of the game. In round 4, your categories will be your opinion counts, stories, and beverages. Again, categories for round 4 are your opinion counts, stories, and beverages. Question number 10. Who was the better president of these United States, Harry Truman or Woodrow Wilson? And I apologize. This is the one time where we do invite you to please share your answers in the chat. That way we can stack up and see where the opinions fall. However, it is your opinion that counts, so no matter what, give yourself 6 points on this one. Oh, what? Oh, are you having a tough time, Bobs? Mm-hmm. Mommy's trying to work here. Did you notice? YouTube is not a fan of Truman, apparently. They do not want to show your answers. Approved. All right, Truman coming out on top so far. Is Truman a bad word? It doesn't happen often. Every once in a while, I have to show or hide a comment being held for review. Well, looks like we're unanimous so far. I'm not huge into politics. Kind of like I'm not huge into sports ball, but I asked Google recently their accomplishments, Truman and Wilson. One of them dropped the A-bomb on Japan, and the other one started or got us into World War II. So neither of them super fantastic on all counts. But looks like Truman is coming out on top of our votes tonight. But again, no matter what you voted for, you get your points because it's your opinion that counts. Question number 11, the category stories. What was the last name of the German brothers who published fairy tales in the 19th century? Question number 11, category stories. What was the last name of the German brothers who published fairy tales in the 19th century? If I had known he wanted to host trivia so bad, I would have just left it up to him tonight. Are you doing a good job? All right, you got your answers on this one. I feel like it's a pretty easy one, but mostly just because they wrote a lot of stories. And my great-grandmother gave me a big, thick book filled with their stories. My ultimate favorite, and this was long before the Disney version, and of course their stories are kind of on the dark side, so it's a darker version than the Disney version, but The Little Mermaid was always my favorite. Question 11, category stories. What was the last name of the German brothers who published fairy tales in the 19th century? They were the Brothers Grimm. Grimm, the answer we were looking for. It's with 2 M's, making it a strong German name. All right, question number 12, category beverages. An oenophile is fond of what kind of beverage? And I will post that in the chat. I know spelling might help on this one. Oop, that's not it. Hold on, let me try again. Cut here. Copy and paste. And delete that part. All right, here we go. An oenophile is fond of what kind of beverage? Kind of getting an idea of how all the parents feel trying to work from home, their children getting in the way. Are you gonna get down? Good boy. Now I'm covered in Rocky fur. Oh, good boy. Go lay down. Or go eat your food. All right, how are we doing with this one? Kind of a tougher one. Let me know if you need more time. Question 12, category beverages. An oenophile is fond of what kind of beverage? Chances are, if you're a sommelier, you might be a fan of this beverage also. The answer we're looking for is wine. Wine, the answer, favored by an oenophile. All right, that was the end of that round. We're heading into round 5 of the game. In round 5, your categories will be puppies, people, and superheroes. Again, round 5 categories are puppies, people, and superheroes. Question number 13. And of course, the puppy left for this one. Within 3 pounds either way, if you get a male Labrador Retriever puppy, what is the average weight you can expect him to be when fully grown? Remember, this is like AKC bred, so we think Rocky might have a little bit of lab in him, but who knows? Oh, great American mutt. Again, question 13, category puppies, within 3 pounds either way. If you get a male Labrador Retriever puppy, what is the average weight you can expect it to be when fully grown? Light bulbs. I'm busy working. I can't let you OUT right now. Sorry, you have to wait. You'll be okay. Come on. Oh, is Daddy gonna take you outside? I hope so. He's very excited about it. All right, work that range. Or maybe use your free pass here. You ready? Question number 13. Category puppies. Within 3 pounds either way, if you get a male Labrador Retriever puppy, what is the average weight you can expect it to be when fully grown? The answer we were looking for, 73 pounds. It's a little bit bigger than Rocky. Actually, I don't know when we've weighed him last, but I'd guess 60, a little over 60 pounds. 73 was the answer we were looking for. So if you answer between 70 and 76, you can have your credit on that answer, your points. Question number 14, the category people. What kind of person would most likely be involved in something called a curtain call? Question 14, category people. What kind of person would be most likely to be involved in something called a curtain call? And don't stress yourself out about this one too much. The answer on my answer sheet is pretty general. So. Seijing, come here. Rocky left the room, so she's trying to eat his food. Come up. Come on. It's up high, so you can't get it, princess. You already had your dinner. There's Seijing. This is our little puppy. Oh, you're my old girl. Yeah. Is that a shaking fist or are you showing off your guns? I don't know what's going on there. All right, let's move along with the answer for question 14, category people. What kind of person would be most likely to be involved in something called a curtain call? The answer on my sheet is performers. Performers. So if you wrote down actor or actress or used this question recently, and a popular answer we received, which is a good one, was thespian. Those are all performers. So you can give yourself credit on that one. A curtain call held by performers. All right, question 15, the category superheroes. What fictional character co-created by artist Bob Kane and writer Bill Finger first appeared in Detective Comics in May 1939? Shaking fists with big guns it is. Did I read that one a second time? Do you need me to? What fictional character co-created by artist Bob Kane and writer Bill Finger first appeared in Detective Comics in May 1939? I heard him causing a ruckus. Did he do any business?
Yeah, there was a dog at 2 doors down.
The German Shepherds? Were the German Shepherds out? All right, I'll give you a few more seconds on this one to narrow down your list of superheroes. Question 15. Category superheroes. What fictional character co-created by artist Bob Kane and writer Bill Finger first appeared in Detective Comics in May 1939? We recently watched a documentary. A journalist was doing some research, likes to do research, and discovered that this character was actually co-created. Chances are, if you've seen much of the earlier works, you'll just see Bob Kane plastered everywhere. His name is always attached to this character, usually in big letters. And like if you went to Comic-Con or something, he would be there as creator of this character. And he got pretty much all the money. Poor Mr. Bill Fingers got very little. He actually died poor, was buried in an unmarked grave, sad stuff. But anyway, you should check that documentary out if you're interested. It's called Batman and Bill. Batman, the character we were looking for, co-created by Bill Finger and Bob Kane. All right. Question. Oh, that was that. That was the end of the round. Sorry. We're heading into our final round. Round 6, where your categories will be planes, sports, and celebs. Again, categories for round 6 are planes, sports, and celebrities. Question 16. What was the nickname for the Boeing B-17 long-range bomber used in World War II? Question 16, category planes. What was the nickname for the Boeing B-17 long-range bomber used in World War II? Sadie Jane's extra frizzy. Is it too dry in here? Do you need a conditioning? Do you need a conditioning? All right, come up with your answer on that one. 30 seconds, please. Are you getting down? Question 16, category planes. What was the nickname for the Boeing B-17 long-range bomber used in World War II? Must have been a big one. They called it the Flying Fortress. Flying Fortress, the answer we were looking for. Question 17, category sports. A person, sometimes known as a pugilist, is a competitor in which sport? Question 17, category sports. A person, hey, you two, knock it off. A person sometimes known as a pugilist is a competitor in which sport? Oh, we got a case of the zoomies. Runs from one end of the house to the other. Huh. Are you making a mess of my bed in the other end? You're making a mess of that couch. Oh, stopping for a drink. Just relax, bub. There you go. Good boy. Just chill. All right. Now that the excitement is over, maybe he was just excited about this question. Number 17, category sports. A person sometimes known as a pugilist is a competitor in which sport? A pugilist likes to use their fists. So they're good at boxing. Boxing, the sport we were looking for. Question 18, the category celebrities. Within 2 years either way, in what year was celebrity Conan O'Brien born? Question 18, category celebs. Within 2 years either way, in what year was celebrity Conan O'Brien born? All right, work that range, come up with a year, or if you haven't used it yet, your free pass gets you some points on this question. Number 18, category celebs. Within 2 years either way, in what year was celebrity Conan O'Brien born? He was born in the year of 1963. 63, the answer we were looking for. So if you answer between 61 and 65, or finally used your free pass, go ahead and give yourself credit for that answer. We are now heading into our final question. This is where you can wager any, all, or none of the points that you've gathered so far throughout the game. We invite you, if you'd like, to go ahead and share your scores there in the chat. Kind of see how you stack up against the competition, help you determine maybe how you would like to wager on this final question. Because you can wager any, all, or none of your points. And of course, I will have a hint available. That'll make it a 1 in 4 shot at the correct answer. However, once you see or hear the hint, you can only wager up to half of what you've gathered thus far. Ooh, tight game so far. Wolf and we are family tied. Oh, flying monkey creeping out to the lead, barely. What else you got? All right, again, you can wager any, all, or none of those points on this final question until you see or hear my 1 in 4 shot hint. And then once you see or hear the hint, you can only wager up to half of the points that you've gathered thus far. Ready? Here we go. Our final question this evening. Which band, in the middle of one of their many farewell tours, performed at the closing ceremony of the 2002 Winter Olympics? One more time on that final question. Which band, in the middle of one of their many farewell tours, performed at the closing ceremony of the 2002 Winter Olympics? Oh. I failed to do this in the second half. Supposed to do it twice during the game. Oh, no, that's not it. Oh no,
Don't worry about it.
I made a mess of the.
If you want to donate, you can go to clevelandawesomefurry.com.
All right, I'm supposed to share the link, but I just erased it, which I'm sure Goman is going to not be happy about. Darn copy and paste. I'm no good at it. More practice. Wait, can I undo? That's what I was looking for. There it is. Whew, I fixed it. Now I won't be in trouble. But yeah, there's the GoFundMe link. Do what you will with that. Preferably just spread it around. It's all right. I found the undo button and I fixed it back in the sheet and I copied and pasted. I got it. I'm under control now. Just had a little slip of the finger. Give you a few more seconds to debate on that one before I post the hint. Goman is particularly proud of his funny answer on this one. Nope. I did my nails the other day. I haven't done them in a while. Little Mermaid. Sure. Give you a little more time. API is part of Wolf, right? How you guys doing? Still need more time before the hint? The hint could help you. All right, ready or not, here we go. Our hint for the final question, looking for a band with many farewell tours that performed at the closing ceremony of the 2002 Winter Olympics. Was it Justice Beaver, Aerosmith, Kiss, or Jan and Dean? Justice Beaver. A play on Justin Bieber, but also an Office reference for those of you not in the know. Now you know. feel like that hint at least narrows it down to a 50-50. Give you a few more seconds. As always, thanks to everybody for joining me this evening for the Cleveland Awesome Trivia live from Das Goldman Schloss general trivia game. I'll be back again on Wednesday with more just like this. You can tune in tomorrow night. Goldman will actually be live from Parma Tavern hosting his entertainment-based game. Feel free to join him there or here on the YouTubes. And yeah, ClevelandAwesomeTrivia.com for when and where you can find us otherwise. Got a few locations out there still, having us every week. And we do private games too. If you're interested, hit us up. All right, which band in the middle of one of their many farewell tours performed at the closing ceremony of the 2002 Winter Olympics? The band we were looking for, they love their platform shoes and their makeup. They are Kiss. Kiss, the answer we were looking for. Again, feel free to share your scores there in the chat. See how you stacked up with the competition. But as usual, it's just for fun. And we hope you had a good time tonight. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon, whether here or in person. It was a close game tonight. You guys were all stacked up pretty close with those scores. Sorry about the ruckus Rocky was causing. We'll try to keep him in line better next time. Again, thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Super fun having you here. My name is Kiki. I'm with Cleveland Awesome Trivia, and I hope y'all have a great night and hope to see you again soon. Oh, that was a good guess. Rolling Stones, I heard, was a popular answer on that one. Or maybe the Eagles was also in contention for some teams. All right, everybody, have a great night. Thanks so much for playing.